In the world where Dr. Z swore he was as good as a brother to you, you knew in his kid day the ships had the cylinders with the missiles. To give you all the good I can give you. Welcome to my state. The world rules were set forth that if you wanted to be bad, you could help bullied kids as Dr. Z. See, that was interesting because that was all ship, not all star. Crawling out, saying bar. The Zoolympics. In these events, blood often dripped. As we escaped the hospital, trying to do all good. The best. Scott promised you an NWO of never-ending palaces of all words for a castle. Just She admitted, yes, I do not want the fighting training you offer in this hospital. So minimum. What was wrong if you could draw a minimum? In the hospital you say yes, you would have to box out of this. It's legal recommendation that you stop it the most you can. This is for good. Status check. The top in X-Men. The top that win. When you want me away from metal, in that style of bin. Why would you do that to me? Well, I kickflipped the flop and made you something as big as Scott. Scott had married the Fiat 500 of his life. Puppy eyes and straight hair that never didn't consider all Fiat 500 looks in its care. Just a man in a scary snowy environment. We knew it was it. The skater more. It was it. The security in mental hospitals had grown to a health cube. Keeps the chip in everyone. They keep the chip in everyone out during the health cube. But the chip is just the main sensory stream, so it doesn't backfire. And that's all it's... Well, I am the realist. The happy duckist. If you don't understand the Millie, you would be the luckiest. Tremor's the worst. All ship. Pretty big all ship if you can put the turtle around. So this is an extending boardwalk that has all these long rectangles and two lines going down it. Yes, Scott is in the X-Men prison. One boy. He said, I'll soften up your prison. Publication Disney. I'm not a Disney rapper. Supermodels. Super strange things that you didn't believe existed. That was that fire. We knew when to cry. At the time, we would save the night. It was just a short period of time in jail. The jail from Dr. Evil. Oh my God. The family cries. The visit for you guys. No monsters on the runway. That's the only thing I balance, eh? Any approach, machine guns and cylinders on the boat. The biggest athletic world. Miami, FBI. See, Miami FBI was the kind of thing where a port city was a port city and you had to have the best. Because where your armies never imagined not being understanding the life of Scarface, well then you've got Ken Revuelto's in Scott Robinson's Kenton phase. A leader, a opposer of the arts. What if Mimi were to come visit him in his no-metal floating cell? A tax well. Me and the boys and Kid and Matt go to Shell. And the fountains of weed high. That was in fact a breath. Well, what was this dress for? So Scott was gonna do the most good? But what if you had a missile world entertainment grabber? I'd use one of them. The super athletic. The super sidekick. That they just said, okay, they'll jail with no medal. What if one world had the magic coming? Scott could look at the angel in the face and say, hit max beauty, hit max beauty, hit max beauty, which is a cheat code you plugged in, they say. Jim Jones is a buddy. Both on the runway, not monsters. You saw you couldn't see the dress. All day it could sponsor. No monsters. No monsters on the runway is my way. I'd make the runway play. I'd say you want to try to land 10 years of not having one eye. This in Monster League on the runway. Some boys for fashion killers. Some boys said yes, it's here, that's our way. The most loving thing that happens to a man is when he finds his vagina hole. He is a college boy about to find the whole world at its hole. Well, this dress was said to be for X-Men. Scott wasn't Magneto. But no, not the throwing straight. Hello, I must speak to you with an English accent. There's going to be an old attack of some rapper of sorts. He says he doesn't want to be king, but he can lodge in the joy. As he makes it all joy, and makes it all joy, and makes it all joy. But it really happened. Scott, it really happened. Serious. I would not address the issue. That it really happened. MI6 said, also put a dome over Mimi in London and just 60 soldiers who know it's the peace operator. So because we're supposed to take a lot of time every time we throw a beat, there's the price on a dress. Kate said we're for smaller feet. No, there's a bad video where it's extremely attractive that a Rolls Royce's city worker doggy styling a Fiat 500. The simple I'm there in business phantom. We walk and we store and we see it leak. Damn, are my doctors just throwing every slap they can. But we know to go home and get high and cherish the Lord within. Human sciences, a scary planet, a pricey dress. Alright, so you P90 or AP90 in this dress? I'm that F2001. Oh, the armies who said this dress meant low stress. Yeah, it's gotta come in jab by some language. I call it jab straight, but this has been a Dr. Z presentation. The hospital systems had a new ideal worker. He would try to tell you that we had the world insane asylum on view. I wouldn't say we want to be a particularly haunted insane asylum, but we wanted to understand that if we could stop people from hurting people, then we could do them equilibrium. Damage to the head, damage to the head, damage to the head. He hurt someone so bad, he could never work. He's out. No. The show is called The Hospital System, with stacks for you all. What is stacks? It's when men who aren't monsters really teach the man at the other end, no matter what kicking they're gonna take. Dress like he's asserting to you that he will do you an ass kicking of simple sorts for the greats. A man is asked to defend his dangerous world playground. Scott said 20. 22. You couldn't remember the beat.